To God be the praise, to God be the glory. Hi, this is Yad. I'm making this video and I'm grateful to you guys, who decided to watch the video. I'm grateful to you guys who decided to not watch the video. It's all good. I'm making this video to tell you the issues I have with Sotomayor. You can call this, whatever you want, in name drop, trying to get recognition, so on and so forth. Fair enough. Everyone is free to come to their own conclusions as to why I'm making this video or series of videos, basically. Sotomayor is a guy I've watched for a few years, and I'm not the kind of person who is influenced by anyone in this world, because I don't look to anyone except Yeshua HaMashiach, or who you know as Jesus Christ. He's the one I look to for how to live life to the fullest in God's will, in our Father's will. I don't look to any man, even though I always enjoy watching our brothers and sisters. I enjoy having a look at their content and see what they have to offer and whatnot. It's really cool seeing our people coming out and speaking out on things that affect our people, and doing what they can. It's not some people are meant to go out there and reach out and touch their brothers and sisters. Some other people will try and spread knowledge on the internet. There are all different ways to help our brothers, in lieu of other things that God has prepared for us to do down the line. Because God is the one who empowers us to do everything. We can't do anything by our own power. We trust in Him to enable us to put our hands in the right places, so we will get the requisite success that we need to have to be able to make an impact with our people. Tommy, somebody who I've watched for quite a few years. When I started watching him, one of the first things you realize with him is that he can be very funny sometimes. He has a way of using words and stuff, which is okay. Not like best of the best. Out of a 10, I'll give it like a 6 regarding his wordplay. But the guy is very quick on his feet in terms of his thinking. He's quick-witted. He's somebody who I used to enjoy watching him, to the point that I used to actually watch his shows and stuff. I used to watch stuff that he puts out, from time to time, and I didn't really have too much of an issue with him to start with. When he first came out, he had this rawness about him, even though there was still something off about him, because what I noticed is when he's doing his videos, he's wearing earrings and stuff. Even though I know it's a fad in America and whatnot, people wearing earrings and everything. It was one of the things that kind of it threw me off, but I was like, is he trying to compensate for something? Because as much as it's a fad, there's always reasons for everything. Not everyone wears earrings, and if they're wearing earrings, you have to ask why. But yeah, I'm just saying what it is I noticed, just watching him, just telling you my mind. I'm not hiding anything. I don't have an agenda. I'm just saying things as I remember them. So I'm just trying to say, because I am not coming from a place of hate when it comes to any other brothers and stuff. But if someone told me that this guy is a shill, for the government, he's a paid shill, I would believe it, because of the sort of things that he talks about today, and the sort of things that he does as well. This is a guy whose whole platform is based off saying, bad things about dark-skinned women. And what people may agree or disagree with is that majority of the time, the guy is actually right. He's pointing out certain things that he's seen with dark-skinned women that he doesn't really like, and the things that he says, and he also has his own way of pointing these things out, which may not be very palatable for people listening to him regarding how he refers to dark-skinned women, like saying things like hair hats and using all sorts of expletives to refer to them. Initially when you start listening to it, you'll be like, okay, this is what he does. After a while, it gets a bit tiring, it gets a bit old, when he keeps referring to them that way. And you have to ask yourself, like, what I've noticed with life is that in life, people go through transitions, So if you're doing God's will, you go from good to better, better to best, from what I've seen in my life and the life of people who are doing God's will. When it comes to people who are not doing God's will, what you find is that they make transitions, and those transitions go from bad to worse and from worse to worst, So you just have to you just start to see kind of like a downward spiral when it comes to how he comports himself and how he refers to his fans and how he basically talks to people on the show. So many different dynamics involved. I'm not really going to point out specific videos where he did X, Y, and Z, but if you watch the guy as long as I have, then you'll be able to point out honestly what I'm talking about, And again, I'm not coming from a place of hate. He's one of my brothers, even if we don't follow, the same things, we don't believe the same things, He has his own way of doing things, I have my own way of doing things, and we don't see eye to eye on majority of things. So one of the things you start to notice with him is that he refers to himself as a deity, or a small letter G God and whatnot. So whenever you find people that say stuff like this, what people don't really realize in this world is that God always exposes the truth. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, just look at what the person is doing and be objective. Because what people don't understand as well, and I probably may have pointed it out previously, but these commentators that you have on YouTube will appeal to a certain demographic of people. So if you have a certain belief system, you're going to find somebody who has that same belief system, and you're going to listen to them. That's basically how it works. God has given everybody what they want. You want to have somebody who teaches you that you're a deity without knowing God, then this person is for you. And Tommy is one of those people. If you're one of those people who likes to listen to people like that, because what you're going to find is if you have any contrary view to what Tommy says, these are the same people who are going to come in his comment section and go on a tirade against you or on a rant against you, because what he's saying appeals to them. What he's saying rings true in their mind. You understand? So there's no person who has an audience, as in there's no commentator on YouTube who does not have an audience for him or her, because what they're saying is going to appeal to somebody out there. So what that lets you know is that God is the one who's behind everything. God knows everything. God put this guy out there for a reason, amongst with the other people that are out there. So when you have people listening to them, don't be surprised. Don't be flabbergasted that this guy has so many followers and he has so many people donating to him and giving him so much money that he spends. If they choose to do so, that is his. That is his payment. You understand? They're paying him for what he's telling them, because he's telling them what they want to hear. You understand? And they're paying him for a job well done. That's basically what it is. If he has people who are out there who are, I'm sorry to say, but who are foolish enough to donate to him, despite the fact that nothing he says is really of benefit to you or to your family, and you can keep doing so and keep being the fool. But basically, I just have to apologize for jumping around and to keep track of what I'm saying, if I can remember. So basically, someone like this, who he has so much to say, but yet what he's saying is not really beneficial to his people. And another thing is you have to ask is, who is it really beneficial to? What you also find a lot of the times that you have a lot of Edomites, or you have white people on the comment section talking a lot of shit, about dark-skinned people and agreeing with what Tommy is saying. Another thing you have to look at again as well is, based on what I just said, is the audience of YouTube, a YouTube commentator. What sort of audience does he have? And it's something that Tommy actually mentioned himself. If you want to judge a person, judge them by the audience they have. If you look at his audience, majority of them are white people. So basically, he's not actually appealing to black people. He's actually appealing more to a different demographic of people. So who is he actually reaching out to? Is he actually reaching out to his people? Is he really trying to help his people? Or is he trying to make his people look even worse than they already are in front of a different group or different, as they call it, a different race of people? People who have never really had our best interests at heart. People who historically have put down our people physically. Like they've destroyed our people, they've maimed our people, they've stolen from our people for millennia. So these are the people that you want to ascribe to in your videos, which is not really cool, because these people have their own people they can listen to. If you want to get or any kind of racist dogma, any kind of racist any sort of racist commentary, then there's several white people who make those sort of videos that they could go and listen to. Why do they come to listen to Tommy, of all people? Because what he says appeals to them, and they get their daily fix. Probably a lot of them probably watch his videos in their car when they're going to work, and a lot of them probably listen to him when they're working, and it gives them a lot of joy to hear him talk a lot of ish about his people. God said in his word that we should not have any fellowship with the works of darkness, but rather expose them. That's what God said. So nothing wrong in exposing the evil our people are doing. You understand? I have no issue with that whatsoever. If he's seeing things and he feels like exposing them on a day-to-day basis, he can, because the truth is redundant. You can mention the truth 1 billion times and it's still the truth, and it's still relevant because it's the truth. But the problem comes like how he presents himself and how he presents his videos, and the kind of people that he appeals to when he uses certain keywords and certain mannerisms and certain references in his videos. That's where the problem comes, because you start to ask yourself, what exactly is he doing this for? Another thing you have to point out again is how he treats his fans. There was one time, I remember, I think a couple of years back, where he literally told his fans to like F off, and he doesn't give an ish about them and whatnot. It was when I started to really understand that something was really wrong with Tommy. Like, this guy has a serious problem, and in some way, because your fans, even if people can say whatever they want to say about you, because that's the world we live in. We live in a world where people can say what they feel like saying. You understand? People are free to say whatever they want to say. The real question is, can they affect your life? And the answer to that question, for those of us who are doing God's will, is no. They will not affect your life unless it's what God has allowed for you to go through. So you should just brush off, because someone like him who has been in the game as long as he has, he should have like tough skin. Nothing that anyone says should get to him, because he's been in the game for long enough. And this now goes back to his background. What did this guy really go through? You understand? Like, are there things that he's gone through that he hasn't come out with? Are there things that he's dealing with that makes him so hateful towards black women, that he hates black women with such a passion? Because whenever you come out with something regarding your people, exposing the truth, you can't do it out of hatred according to God's will. You have to do it out of love. You understand? You have to do it out of love. So if you're doing it as a form of like hatred, then you're not really benefiting anybody, and you're not even benefiting yourself, because you will not be able to sleep at night. You will continue to go down. Like, literally, your character, your presentation, everything about you continues to go down, and you continue to devolve as a person. And that's what he's actually dealing with right now, because he's not actually getting better. He's sure he's not getting better. He's getting more popular. He's getting more advanced in how he presents his show and all the stuff that he puts into it. But at the end of the day, if you look at how he treats his fans and the people who take the time out of their day to watch his shows, it shows that he doesn't really have any real compassion. He doesn't really have any real natural affection. When he pointed, he made a video of when he got hit by a woman and stuff, he felt in his own mind, he actually felt that that video would vindicate what he was saying. But what he didn't actually realize, and this again shows kind of how delusional he is, he didn't realize that that video made him look bad because of how he started to attack the woman right off the bat. He did not even give the woman a chance to say anything before he started going off on her. He behaved really, really badly in that video, and he behaved like he behaved like a man child in that video. You understand? He behaved like a beta male in that video. I'm sorry to say that, but that's just what it means. If you're an alpha male, if you're a man, you don't have to raise your voice to a woman. The woman is woman's own thing, raising their voice and doing what they're doing and hollering and doing all that stuff. If you've been around women long enough, you understand how women operate.